Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about top 5 Isekai animes of all time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, follows the story of Subaru Natsuki, an ordinary teenager who is suddenly transported from modern Japan to a mysterious fantasy world. Unlike typical heroes, Subaru gains no special combat abilities. Instead, he discovers a strange power called Return by Death, which allows him to rewind time to a specific point whenever he dies. Early in the story, Subaru meets Emilia, a kind-hearted half-elf girl who is a candidate to become the next ruler of the kingdom. Determined to help her, Subaru becomes entangled in dangerous political conflicts, deadly curses, and brutal battles. Each time he dies, he retains memories of previous timelines, forcing him to relive trauma while trying to change the future. As Subaru struggles, he forms bonds with key characters like Rem and Ram, twin maids with their own tragic pasts. Despite moments of courage, Subaru often faces despair, self-doubt, and mental breakdowns due to repeated suffering. The plot deeply explores themes of pain, perseverance, and personal growth. Rather than becoming stronger physically, Subaru evolves emotionally, learning from his failures and becoming more selfless. His journey is not about instant heroism, but about enduring hardship and protecting those he cares about. Overall, ReZero stands out for its dark storytelling, psychological depth, and unique twist on the Isekai genre, showing that even in a fantasy world, true strength comes from resilience and determination.
Sword Art Online is set in a near future where virtual reality gaming has advanced through a device called the Nerve Gear, which allows players to fully immerse themselves in digital worlds. The story begins when thousands of players log into the VR MMORPG Sword Art Online, only to discover they cannot log out. The game's creator traps them inside, declaring that the only way to escape is to clear all 100 levels of the floating castle Aincrad. If they die in the game, they die in real life. The protagonist, Kazuto Kirigaya, known as Kirito, is a skilled solo player who quickly adapts to the deadly environment. As he fights to survive, he meets Asuna Yuki, a strong and determined warrior. Together, they form a close bond while battling powerful enemies and uncovering secrets within the game. After escaping SAO, Kirito continues facing new virtual challenges. In Alfheim Online, he tries to rescue Asuna from another VR world controlled by a corrupt antagonist. Later, in Gun Gale Online, he investigates mysterious in-game deaths linked to real-world consequences. Throughout the series, Sword Art Online explores themes of survival, love, identity, and the blurred line between virtual and real life. Kiriko's journey highlights both the dangers and emotional connections formed in virtual worlds, making it a mix of action, romance, and psychological drama. No Game, No Life follows the story of two genius siblings, Sora and Shiro, who are known online as the undefeated gaming duo Blank. In the real world, they are socially withdrawn NEETs, but in games, they possess unmatched intelligence and strategic thinking. Their lives change when they defeat a mysterious player in an online chess match who is revealed to be Tet, the god of games. Impressed by their skills, Tet summons them to a fantasy world called Disboard, where all conflicts, whether political disputes or simple arguments, are settled through games instead of violence. In this new world, humanity, known as Imanity, is the weakest race, having lost most of its territory and influence. Determined to change this, Sora and Shiro decide to conquer the world by defeating all other races in high-stakes games. They begin by helping Stephanie Dola reclaim her throne and restore humanity's position. As they challenge powerful races like the War Beasts and outsmart opponents using clever tactics, psychological manipulation, and deep knowledge of game theory, the siblings aim for the ultimate goal, to defeat Tet and become the rulers of Disboard. The plot blends humor, strategy, and fantasy, emphasizing intelligence over strength. At its core, No Game, No Life celebrates the power of wit, teamwork, and belief in oneself, showing that even the weakest can rise to the top through brilliance and determination. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime follows the story of Satoru Mikami, an ordinary office worker who was killed in modern Japan and reincarnated in a fantasy world, not as a hero, but as a lonely slime monster. Upon awakening, he gains unique abilities, including Predator, which lets him absorb and mimic other creatures, and Great Sage, an analytical skill that helps him make strategic decisions. Taking the name Rimuru Tempest, he befriends the powerful storm dragon Veldora Tempest and sets out to explore the world. Despite his humble form, Rimuru quickly grows stronger and begins building a peaceful community where different races, goblins, wolves, ogres, and others can live together without discrimination. As his village evolves into the Jura Tempest Federation, Rimuru becomes a respected leader, forming alliances with neighboring nations while defending his people from threats like invading armies and powerful demon lords. Along the way, he gains loyal companions such as Benimaru and Shuna. The story blends action, politics, and world building, focusing on Rimuru's vision of creating a harmonious society. As challenges intensify, he's forced to make difficult decisions, balancing kindness with power. Overall, the series stands out for its unique protagonist, lighthearted tone, and deeper themes of leadership, unity, and the idea that strength can be used to build rather than destroy. Overlord centers on Suzuki Satoru, a salaryman and dedicated player of the virtual reality game Yggdrasil. As the game's servers are about to shut down, he decides to stay logged in until the very end while role-playing as his powerful avatar, Momonga, the leader of the Dark Guild Ains Ol Gon. However, when the shutdown time passes, Suzuki finds himself still conscious inside the game world. Even more shocking, the non-player characters, NPCs, he and his guild created, such as Albedo and Demiurge, have gained real personalities and absolute loyalty toward him. Accepting his new reality, Momonga adopts the name Ains Ol Gon and sets out to explore this unfamiliar world while searching for other players who might have been transported like him. With immense magical power and strategic intelligence, Ains begins expanding his influence, often acting as a ruler of the Great Tomb of Nazarick. Although he sometimes wishes to behave morally, he is frequently driven by the expectations of his subordinates, who see him as an all-knowing supreme being. This leads to morally complex decisions, including manipulation, conquest, and destruction of enemies. The plot blends dark fantasy, politics, and strategy, showing the rise of an overpowered protagonist in a world that fears him. Overlord stands out for its unique perspective, where the main character is not a traditional hero, but an anti-hero, navigating power, identity, and control in a new reality.